Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me on this Facebook Live on different types of networking and which one is best for you and your business. Thank you also if you're watching this on replay for checking it out. So I'm Sophie Fleming. I'm Regional Director of the Athena Network North London, and what we do is we run networking sessions, both formal and informal. So you might be joining us if you already network. You may be full, do a lot of networking, but might want to make the best of your time. Or you may have never done any networking and wondering, oh, where should I get started? If you're running your own business, it's a great way for you to get more contacts in your business and grow your business through sharing what you do and connect with like-minded people. So quick note about men. The Athena Network doesn't allow men in their meetings, but if you are joining us and you're man watching, there are plenty of other organisations that are female focused but still allow men along if you like that style of networking, such as Fabulous Women and FSB Women. So do check them out if you are looking for a networking group or something to go along to if you don't want to go to something like BNI. So the Athena Network runs both formal and informal meetings, and there's lots of different, it's not just Athena that runs formal networking meetings, there's many organisations. Personally, I'm going to say that Athena's the best because I run it and I have visited others as well, but do feel free to check out other groups, do shop around, you want to find the group that's best for you. And if you are looking for a formal group, that might be great for someone who is very shy or nervous to networking, because in the formal meetings we have a structure in place, and that's really great because you know what you're doing. You've come prepared to the meeting. The person that's invited you to the meeting has sent you out all the meeting preparation in advance, and then when you come to the meeting, they're going to make sure that you're introduced to someone, so you're not kind of standing around nervously like you might be in informal networking, which I'm going to go on to in a bit. The only thing with formal networking is the groups that I know of, they all meet during the day. So if you're building your business alongside a full-time job, perhaps informal networking might be better for you. Also, if you have children and you're looking after your children full-time as well, but you still have a business that you run maybe from home, but just can't get out to meetings, it might be worth looking at informal networking as well. So what is informal networking? Informal networking essentially is when there's no structure in place. So there's not necessarily any commitment to come every month. They can be at any time of the day. There's lots of different ones that you can dip in and out of. Don't necessarily need to commit to going to them. And they're great for people who, as I said earlier, might be building their business alongside a full-time job or have childcare commitments, so they can just come along what a time of day that suits them. Some of them are in the evening as well, which is great for people that work full-time. So that's just given a bit of a flavour of the different types of networking that might be good for you. Do get in touch with me, the type of business that you run, and I might be able to suggest what's good for you. As I said earlier, the Athena Network run both formal and informal meetings. The main thing that we do is the formal meetings, and we meet every month, and it's all about building relationships. And that can be a bit harder in informal networking, because in informal networking, you never know who's going to be at the meeting. People, as I said, people drop in and out. So you may come to a meeting 1 month or 1 week or however often they meet, and there's going to be a whole different set of people. But at least with formal networking, as it's membership, tends to be membership, every month that you're going to be building relationships with the people in the room, and also meeting new people that are coming along to try the meeting to see if they want to join too. So I appreciate that it can be harder for people who are building a business alongside a full-time job. I should also mention as well, if you are working for someone, like you're an accountant or you work for a firm or something, a lot of organizations recognize the need for networking. So they may allow you to take time out of your day to come to a formal networking group or informal networking. So that's something that you can look into as well if you're someone that's watching and doesn't have your own business but works for a company. It's worth investigating if that's something possible to do. So I've talked a bit about the formal networking that we do. The informal networking is just it's kind of like a coffee morning. Just come along, get a cup of coffee and meet the other members as well. And it is part of our membership offering. You can only come once as a visitor, same with the meetings, but it's a good opportunity to check out, if you're not sure about joining a group, or if you're not sure about committing to something, it's a great opportunity to just come along, see if that's something that, just get a flavour of it, see if that's something for you, and then if it is, then you can always come to a formal meeting. And the same with the other informal meetings that other organisations run as well. Just give you a flavour of what networking could be like if you wanted to commit to it full time. As I run Athena groups, I would highly recommend committing to a networking group, because it is all about building those relationships, expanding your network, getting more contacts for you and your business, and also having a great time while you're doing it. So if you do want any more information on formal and informal networking, let me know a bit more about your business or the type of company that you work for, and I'd love to have a conversation about coming along to either an informal or formal meeting, or perhaps you want to know about more groups out there that may not be the Athena network, because I have visited quite a few and have good knowledge of them. So please do get in touch. I currently run the Hampstead group, the Muswell Hill and Finchley group, and I'm launching a new one in St John's Wood, and I'll be posting a link to register for the new St John's Wood group if you want to be part of a new group that's going to be launching. Thank you so much for joining me today. As I said, please do comment on any questions or message me. I'd love to hear from you about your business.